Hi Leo, and welcome to your Twin Flame Journey Tarot reading for May 2019. I am going to look at joined twin flames, separated twin flames, and then those of you who have yet to meet your twin flame in this reading, or I'm going to attempt to do so. You're my fifth reading, and 2 out of the 4 I've done before you were separated. Like I couldn't even bring forth a joined message. So it's my intention to cover all bases, but the cards really dictate, what the message is. So Leo, I'm going to read your energy on this side. Now, if you feel you resonate more over here that's fine. You could swap it that way. But for the sake of the reading, I'm just going to always refer to you on this side, okay? Let's go ahead and get started. I will look at heart, soul, mind, spiritual lessons you guys are working on, just all things like that. So we're going to start with a card to look at the heart energy, what's going on in the heart space of you and your twin flame. All right, so over here on your side, I'm picking up romantic gesture. And over here on this side, I'm getting outside influences. Okay. Leo, what I feel with this is, on your side, you really, you're either wanting to make things right with your partner, you're wanting to surprise them, you're wanting to gift them, or you're really desiring for them to reach out and do something for you, to give you a gift, a token of affection. And that, it could be material, or it could be like words or a moment, just something. So either you're really desiring to give that to your twin flame, or you're really desiring your twin flame give that to you. Now, over here with outside influences, we're going to have to pull more cards to see how that card is impacting the twin flame connection, because with that, it could be where there's outside influences impacting the connection for the positive or for the negative, okay? So over here on this side, there's some outside influence that's impacting, or this person is perceiving outside influences over here is impacting the connection, okay? So let's pull a card to see what's going on in the mental body. All right, yeah, look at that. A bringer of emotions, token of affection, or romantic offer. So, heart and mind very much in alignment. Like, I want to surprise them. I love them. I want to do this for them. That type of energy. Or I really wish so much they could be this way for me, to me, okay? Over here, cycles, shifts, timing. All right. Still not a whole lot of information going on over on this side. Leo, whether we're together or separated, there's an element of mystery to this person's energy. And if you are a Leo who has yet to meet your twin flame, I can see that we're eager for that, and you really feel ready for that type of connection and commitment going forward. However, on this side, there's a big air of mystery about this person and their energy and what's going on with them. So let's pull a card to look at the soul. What's happening there? Okay, that's what's happening there. Okay, so Spirit's giving us 3 cards on both sides. So, Leo, we will start with you, the Gaia worker. Okay, so you guys are the protectors of Mother Earth in a sense, all right? But with this energy coming out, I feel this is speaking more to the way that you bring fertility to your connection, not just with your twin flame, but to all people, okay? You have this energy that's just very nurturing, very positive, very uplifting. It helps things grow. It helps things heal. And with the Gaia worker energy coming in, that I feel speaks to you, but also is speaking to this deep, deep desire for some sort of healing and connection. And I don't know if we're apart or we're together here. It's just on this side, I want to do whatever it takes. This person's all I think about, all I want in this world. Next out is your shadow. And final card for you, Leo, is the Emerald Tablets. Okay. Leo, May, to me, looks to be more of a focus on spiritual rather than trying to even talk about what we're doing with our twin flame, okay? Because with shadow here, this is where you've got to recognize that what you perceive as your darkness and your shadow is not doom and gloom. It's not evil. It's nothing to rid yourself of. Your shadow is the element of you that picks up deception in other people because you can't perceive something you are not, okay? And I'm not saying that you're deceptive or anything like that. I'm saying the shadow aspect of you reads that energy because that's where the shadow vibes. And so you've really got to get in tune with your shadow self because shadow is not a bad thing. However, if left to own devices, the shadow can cause a lot of issue in our lives. It can cause us to be very aggressive, to be defensive, you know, to feel just this overwhelming need to protect self, very suspicious of other people. So what I get here, Gaia worker, in the shadow is, Leo, the part of you that you feel is wrong and get you in trouble and whatever it is, you need to shift your perception about it because that's not what's really going on there. It's just we need to learn how to control our shadow. And with the Emerald Tablets here, this could definitely be a prompting for some of you to research them because that's going to trigger you consciously and at your soul level, which will help you get in tune with understanding what your shadow is. And also, some of you have this spiritual mission, all right? And it's like Spirit wants to talk about that more than this twin flame stuff, but because that's coming out, that's attached to this person somehow, some way, okay? So invest in that, but also the Emerald Tablets to me is just a confirmation of you going through a lot of spiritual growth and work right now. All right, on the other side, we have consciousness, we have affirmations, and we have download. Okay, so with this coming out for this person, that's probably why this feels so mysterious. They're really, Spirit's really working on their consciousness because you have that at the top and then you have affirmations. I feel this person probably suffers from like a lack of confidence, maybe low self-esteem, is really entrenched on a personal or spiritual journey at this point in the game, because none of this is romantic energy. So for many Leos that are watching this, you have not met your twin flame yet, okay? If those single Leos out there, I feel there's a very deep spiritual partnership, okay? And if you have met, we are apart because this is not, over here I want connection, I want to be with this person. But on this side, it's like I'm focused on my spirituality. I'm working with Spirit right now, whether that's of a conscious nature or not. Like, that's where they're at. There's their consciousness really has to be rewritten because the way they perceive themselves, love, romance, connection, all of that is very distorted. And so even if we are with this person, I'm not sure that they're even awakened to the concept of a twin flame, what that would even be, okay? Because it's like they're just barely waking up. Spirit's working on them, okay? So, Leo, what's coming through here for you guys, this is more about Spirit saying, let's focus on our heart, our soul through the month of May, rather than what can I do to get this person to notice me or to reignite the spark within our relationship, or reconcile this relationship, you know, just wherever you fall. Spirit's like, that's not the path to the twin flame here. The path is your own soul work, your own shadow work, and really coming into tune with who and what you are, because as expanded as you may be, there's a part of you that is, there's this lesson here that you're just not getting, and it's not between you and the twin. It's about you and your own soul, okay, and an aspect of yourself that you're not accepting because you deem it bad, evil, wrong, all these things. And Spirit's like, no, you've just got to change your perception, expand your consciousness a bit, grow your soul, all right? Because you do have some magic to you, and you are here to do some spiritual work, a mission that will very much include this person over here, with divine timing. Yeah, Spirit's working on them, growing them, shaping them, preparing them. They're starting to receive downloads that are going to just shift their conscious mind a bit. So this here, this twin flame union, Leo, this is really a matter of timing, okay? One is not even awakened to the concept of what a twin flame would be. And this side is just so eager for the connection, okay? So let's pull some tarot and see what comes out there. Well, we have total abandonment that flew out. So I'm going to deduce that most of you are separated from your twin flame, or if you've yet to meet, your last relationship left you pretty high and dry emotionally. If we are together, I would feel like our connection is very distorted, where it's like we're just together physically, mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. Mind and soul seem elsewhere in one person, while the other person seems totally invested, okay? So the total abandonment, first thing to come out, fly out. Next we have the twin flame union. So this is a confirmation that it is a twin flame, and there has been an initial connection for some of you, but you know, some of you who are single who feel like you haven't met your twin flame, you very well may have. It's just you guys were not awakened to that. Like, it wasn't time. You just needed to meet. And, you know, my own personal story, well, I won't even share that. But listen, sometimes you meet somebody and you just know them for kind of a second, or it's somebody from a long, long time ago and you would never, ever think. And then Spirit realigns you guys, and so much time has passed that you guys are such different versions of yourselves that you see each other in a whole new light, okay? So I do see some of that coming through in this, but whoever the twin flame is here, we've met, but we have walked away, okay? Or if we're still together, it's like we're really considering leaving this relationship just due to the distance that feels like is in here, okay? Yeah, because look at this, long-term, I can't believe this is the card that came out just after I say all that. Long-term separation. Yeah, some of you met this person a long time ago. Others of you, we broke up from our twin flame quite some time ago, and it looks like it may have not been like such a great thing. If we're still together and we're considering separation, it may be that we're going to separate for a long period of time, because again, there's a lot of soul growth that is taking place in this person over here. And as that happens, they are going to go through different versions of themselves very, very quickly. But also with this card is there's a soulmate, a passed on loved one, either on your side or their side, that has always guided the two of you, okay, is guiding this relationship. And this, you know, Leo, I feel for many of you, we've been separated for a while from this person, more than anything else. And And if those of you single who haven't met the twin flame, I just feel like you already know them. You do, but it might not be somebody you would ever consider, because when you first came across them, that wasn't even part of your life journey at that time. It's like we don't even need to be aware of that. But now the time is coming. Yeah, look at that. Twin flame journey. Yep. You are definitely meant to have, to come back together, to be together and experience each other through this type of connection. Not just, and that's not some fairy tale butterflies and unicorn type of relationship. This is very soul based, okay? This is about soul growth. This is so much deeper than, oh, happily ever after. And I think Spirit wants you to know that, like, everything that's happened in this connection is part of the twin flame journey that you wanted to experience, the way you guys wanted to experience each other for the greatest growth of your souls, okay? The greatest expansion of your consciousness. So now we have the Ace of Ego energy, which is a superficial offer. I hate to say it. And now this is also about separation, but this is temporary separation. So I think Spirit wanted to bring that in for some of you. Interesting. The two cards that talk about separation, long-term separation, short-term separation, are both present. So Leo, because this is general, I guess Spirit's just trying to speak to all of you. I do feel this is more of like longer term. Oh, okay. So listen, you guys may reconcile somehow, some way in May, okay, if we're separated. But it's not, we're going to go away from each other again. But it's a much shorter separation than this was, okay? So that's what that's about for some of you, is we're going to reconcile, but it's not the right time. This just might be a conversation, or we run into each other, you know, something along those lines. But it's like, this is May is not the month where we come back together in a full-blown reunion, okay? It's temporary, but the separation that follows is much shorter in duration than this was, okay? For others of you that are together, this might be where you guys are just kind of going back and forth of, do we separate, do we not? And I think ultimately some of you do decide to separate from each other. And the way the cards fall on that is really based on your personal situation. Some of you, this is for a very long time. Others of you, this is a shorter duration of time. Again, it just depends on your personal life journey. So let's clarify these cards. All right, so change yourself. Temporary reconnection, not surprised to see that. It's based on what we saw over there. Loyalty. Lasting reconnection. Oh, I love that these are just kind of backing up what I said, though. Forever changed. And insecurity and jealousy. Okay, Leo, yes. So some of you, the separation is shorter and longer. Now, I do feel, because we have temporary reconnection and lasting reconnection, that Spirit's letting you know, again, and for those of you who are separated, in May, there's some sort of reunion, reconnection of some kind, okay? But it's not to be back together, because somebody still needs to work on some loyalty. Like they need to change themselves, okay? They need to work on loyalty and becoming a bit more secure and confident in who and what they are. Now, when this energy has passed, all right, the connection, the reconnection is lasting, okay? It's forever changed. I'm forever changed by you. I don't want to be without you again. Regardless of what that means. And look at, just as I said that, this candle burnt out. Okay, yes, there is either you, Leo, or the other person involved in this twin flame union. has a lot of work to do on self, and it's in the soul. And until that is, a handle is on that, there can't be a real significant connection. Or if we're together, it's just like we're constantly going back and forth on whether or not we should be together, we should stay together, we might separate, and then we're right back with each other, okay? We've got to work that out. You've got to figure that energy out. This person needs to grow at a soul level. Now, sometimes that has to happen apart from each other. It can't happen together. And I just realized I didn't pull a card, and I feel like Spirit's like pulled two. That's probably why I didn't, because I would have only pulled one. So let's see what Spirit has to say with this. Not meant to be right now. Okay, yep. Not right now. Not forever. Just not right now. True lady. Emotionally stable and independent. So, Leo, with this energy coming out, the true lady could be speaking of man or female, okay? It's speaking to the energy of what this represents, and it's somebody who is not insecure and jealous. They're very confident and sure in who and what they are. They're also very loyal. So, and change yourself. So the reason why we're not meant to be right now is because of the work that one or both has got to do at a soul level. And it looks like this is kind of a back and forth thing. And there's going to be something significant, some sort of reconnection here. But it's, again, then there's going to be separation. There is a lasting reconnection, all right? But that only happens after the work has been done at a soul level, and the motivation has changed forever. This connection has really impacted both involved, all right? And feeling forever changed, like I can't be without this person, and it's the motivation, the push to really get it together and figure things out within themselves. And so I feel very strongly, mostly for twin flames who have separated, or for those of you where this is somebody you know from way back, but you might not consider them, and here they show back up in your world, and you're like, oh wow, we have this connection. But I feel like they show back up in your world, and then they kind of like dissipate, but then they'll be back, because whatever happens through this first initial reconnection, just it's like you're in each other's souls going forward, and you can't forget the other, and that's what will ultimately bring you guys back together, okay? It's those of you who are single, you could definitely meet your twin flame this month based on this reading. However, it's kind of the same, where it's like we'll meet, but then we're apart, and you could meet and be apart for quite some time, all right? But it's like definitely together, disconnection, back together, disconnection, just like that kind of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And yeah, some of you, this disconnection has been for a while, and we're really working on coming back together, okay? So Leo, those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.